Good morning. I'm going to tell you why the public overt disrespect that some women show men today is a good thing. On social media, there have been several trends or controversial encounters, let's call them. One of them being a channel on TikTok called Cooking with Kaya. There is another situation where women are talking about pranking their men, telling them that they won't be able to pay their part of the rent or mortgage. There is another where a woman is being drowned with hateful comments because she had the nerve to say that she doesn't want a man whose only activity in life is to earn money for her comfort. All of these things are a good thing. The reason why is because in most things, we guys are pretty smart. When it comes to dealing with women, we men can be pretty dumb. Stay with me here. I've got a reasoning with this, okay? I've seen a lot of guys make a lot of good decisions in life, but they can't understand when they are being played. Right? These guys know that Bitcoin is going to go to the moon. These guys understand advanced mathematics. They've got STEM degrees. Some of them have been intelligent enough to make hundreds of thousands, millions, or even billions of dollars every year. But they can't tell when a woman likes and respects them. So I'm going to make the case that the overt and public and gleeful disrespect of men is a good thing. Now, over the years, I've seen a lot of arguments between men and women talking about, the differences between the sexes, talking about the gripes that women have with men. And I've been in a lot of groups where men are very descriptive in the issues that they have with women, modern women in particular. And what I've seen in a lot of these conversations between men and women and the back and forth that I see on social media is that the women really do not care anything about what we have to say. They are not interested in what interests us. They have no motivation to care about what we're going through. They do not care. Okay? And what I've seen is men turning beet red. Even black men, dark-skinned black men turning beet red, trying to get women to understand where they're coming from, and understand what the issues are. And you're not going to get that to happen because they don't care. In order for someone to understand what you're going through, they have to care, and they don't. But when it comes to dealing with women, we can be the most successful men, have figured out all kinds of scientific theorems, and come up with a way for travelers to get from the United States to the UK in 54 minutes at the cost of $20 trillion. We can figure out all of that, but we can't figure out that you're wasting your time and energy trying to get someone who doesn't respect you to respect you, someone who is not attracted to you to be attracted to you. It's never going to happen, guys. And because we guys tend to be so dumb in this one way, we need people to spell it out for us. So when you look at the Cooking with Kaya situation, and I will be making a standalone video analyzing that whole thing, there are women out here who are very public in being offended that there is a woman on social media making videos of her enjoying cooking. Does that mean that you should get online and start arguing with these women? Absolutely not. One of my aunts who took her own life almost 10 years ago, who was a major misandrist. She was alone, I think, for the last, I want to say at least 20 years of her life, if not longer. She said something that was very valuable to me. She said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. We men have a lot of difficulty with this concept for the most part. When you see a woman who is doing the yes girl, when someone is publicly deriding a woman for making content where she's seen happily cooking, that is not the cue to start trying to argue with them to try to get them to see your way. That is not the situation where it's time to try to shame or browbeat them into seeing your way so that they could have a chance to not die alone. That's not your job, guys. Your job is to let your decisions speak for themselves. All of this arguing with women online and trying to coax them to see, trying to get them to see reality, that is not your job. Your job is to make choices and let those choices speak for themselves. There are a contingent of women online right now who are tracking the decisions of men. And some of them are using this information to their benefit, and others are trying to spin it to make themselves victims. Guys, you need to see all of these videos online, but you need to look in the comments section too. Look to see the ones that are supporting misandry, and then look to see how many positive reactions they get, both in comments and in likes. Do not argue. Understand that women that hold those views are ineligible for your attention, affection, and access to your resources. There's no reason to yell and scream. There's no reason to go back and forth for 3 hours on social media when you could be using that time to enjoy your life or be productive. You could be out there not stressing yourself out. And you know what happens when you're not stressed out? It helps you see clearer. It helps you see the people who are worth dealing with, and will put you just that much closer to being able to recognize the women that you should be dealing with. And when you choose those women, when you get in relationships with those women, when you provide and protect for those women, when you marry those women, let the statistics speak for themselves. Because the results are all that people care about anyway. In the comment section down below, I definitely want to know what your experiences are, what your observations are, and what your opinion is on this topic. Is it in fact a good thing that women are telling them on themselves in public? Definitely want to know what you think. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.